Hey everybody, Ronnie Thompson here from Financial Strategies Group of Michigan. Just wanted to take a quick minute and do an update on an article I wrote this past December, mid-December. If you haven't had a chance to see or read that article, I've attached it here to this post. You can also find it on www.fsgmichigan.com. And if you check that article out on the website, there's some other articles that we've written that have some really good content. So if you have a chance, take a look at that. The reason I wanted to do that update is when I wrote that article mid-December, Bitcoin had kind of reached its pinnacle, both in value and in hype. There really wasn't a place, if you remember then, that you could go without hearing about Bitcoin, whether it was, news outlets, the radio, social media. It was everywhere. And here at FSG, we were getting a lot of phone calls from clients and friends that knew we were in the business asking us questions about what is Bitcoin? Is it something I should do? And a lot of that was coming off the back of the hype, but also the fact that they were being surrounded by friends and family that had invested in Bitcoin when the rise started, which would have been mid-year of 2017. And really it had achieved some significant growth from that investment. And so ultimately, if we look at Bitcoin from that time at its pinnacle, which was December 18th, it was knocking on $20,000 per Bitcoin in value. And since then, it's been about a month and a half, Bitcoin is floating around $8,200 to $8,300 per Bitcoin. So put that into some perspective, it's a 41.5% loss. If you would have invested $1,000 like a lot of people did then, you'd be down about $415, which is a significant loss. The purpose of this is not to suggest that we're visionaries here or that I knew then what's happened now. And frankly, it's not to suggest that Bitcoin is a bad investment per se. What it is to say that you should really make sure that if you don't, you have somebody consulting you, educating you on these type of decisions. With great risk comes great reward. And it's important to make sure that you understand clearly what your expectations should be for that reward and that risk. And that's ultimately what we did with the people that reached out to us, was just to educate them on understanding what Bitcoin was. Many people had no idea what Bitcoin was, how it worked. They just were going off of the back of these great stories of these massive returns that people were getting with investments and flocking to that as an opportunity. So if you haven't had a chance, take a look at the article. If you have any questions about Bitcoin specifically or any other questions relative to investments, we're always here to help. So thanks for taking the minute out of your day and enjoy the rest of the week. Thanks.